Well folks, what you're looking at here is spider mite damage. Now these are actually just spider webs which have moved in after I've dusted this. In fact, you can actually see some of the spider mites here at the tip here of this. If my camera focuses, you see them moving around in there. So basically, this is an improved Celeste, and I know it's a good, reliable variety. I've seen plenty of pictures on it and watched plenty of videos on it, which is part of the reason why I'm keeping it here. And I know it's early, and just to show you, we actually have some ripening up down here, albeit they're pretty small. But what's happening is it's beginning to drop its figs, and this is due to the spider mite damage. You can see all these blotches on the fig itself. And that is down to the spider mite damage, unfortunately. Now I do have two shoots that have come up, and they're quite vigorous, a bit more vigorous than the previous growth on this. But it is dropping figs, as I said. This one looks like it's going to start ripening as well. Hopefully I'll get a nice one off that one there. But it's dropping leaves as well, which is another sign. And you can see in the back here that you have this discoloration on the leaf. Now in previous years I thought that this was rust, but it's not. It's spider mites, and every year this tree gets hit hard with spider mites. Actually, I'm gonna get rid of this leaf, but not what I've noticed, that there are certain varieties in the orchard that seem to get hit harder more than others, and this is certainly one of them. So what I'm gonna have to do next year at the beginning of the season is take measures to get around that. Now every year I do get spider mites in the orchard, and they usually start in the corn. But they also start on this every year. Another variety, unfortunately, that seems to be very susceptible to spider mite damage is Campanieri, and I was really looking forward to this one. So it's grown quite a lot this year. You can see down here is where we got a lot of that damage, and even on some of these leaves you have this rust color on the back. But I did treat it with diatomaceous earth, and I've been spraying it, and you can see this new lush green growth is coming in. But as I said, unfortunately it's dropping its figs, which I really don't want to happen. And you can see here in some of these that they're looking like they're beginning to shrivel up, which is not good, and then they just drop. I do have one ripening here which is stellar, pretty small, or a bit on the small side, but still at least it's something. But again, I'm going to have to do some sort of early treatment at the beginning of the season for this. But yeah, it's unfortunate. There are a few other trees that seem to get hit by it as well. This is another one. Last year this got hit hard. Previous year it didn't get hit hard at all, even though the place was rampant with them that year. But this year it's suffering a lot, although it is hanging onto its figs, which is a good sign. So I just have to try and get around. Now I do have all these shoots that have come up from the base, which I might just keep and prune out the old growth on this. But yeah, so just unfortunate. It's unfortunate some trees just can't seem to handle the pressure more than others, because we, like for example, this is growing right next to this Gris de Saint John, and then this Long de Doute, and none of these, well, these are all doing fine. Maybe you might have a bit of tip damage here, but it's nothing too bad. But this is just getting hit hard. But yeah, it just goes to show you it's another factor to consider when selecting varieties here, because there's some that just don't get affected at all, whereas there's others that are. But anyway, that's where we're at the moment. And I shall certainly post some of the maybe what I'll do at the start of next season, just to curtail some of this or preempt some of the spider mite damage. Anyway, take it easy folks.